The fatal stabbing of mother of three Bonita James in Dennery on Saturday, June 10, 2023, a suspected case of fatal domestic violence, has sparked debates about the effectiveness of the 2022 domestic violence legislation in protecting people in abusive relationships. Gender Affairs Minister Dr. Virginia Albert-Poyotte says St. Lucia's enactment of the landmark legislation has attracted international support to help further promote strategies to improve response to domestic violence.
We have quite a bit of support coming from our side. That domestic violence bill has captured the interests of persons at the regional and international level. And right now we just got about 600,000 euro in funding from the French government to engage, and they said it is because of the domestic violence bill that they have entered into that program. And some people think that domestic violence is just about dealing with domestic violence. It's about change of behavior and attitude, and anything you can do to educate people and to engage them so that they change their behavior and attitude, that is important.
The father of Bonita James, the 33-year-old Dennery victim, issued a warning to women to abandon unhealthy relationships with men before it is too late. Poyotte argues that it is also a matter of empowering women with the knowledge and tools to get out of these types of situations.
Women who stay in an abusive relationship is because sometimes they depend on their partner for economic support, and they would not want to report the case, and they feel vulnerable, they have children to support. So if we help the women develop their economic empowerment, that's one way of combating domestic violence.
The Domestic Violence Act is providing training to police to better deal with domestic violence. Law enforcement and stakeholders have also been furnished with a handbook to guide them. Minister Poyotte provided an update on the support government is receiving to strengthen domestic violence services.
Far, we are getting quite a bit of support. We have a program called Build Back Equal, because after COVID, a lot of people lost their jobs. So the Build Back Equal is a $2 million project, which we are engaging in the Department of Gender Affairs. We have another $1 million project from the Canadians. So there are quite a bit of funding coming to St. Lucia for us to combat this domestic violence issue.
The Domestic Violence Act strives to achieve gender equality, tackle domestic abuse, support victims, and bring perpetrators to justice. While most of the domestic violence victims are women, there has been a call for men to also be included in the conversation. Gina Filippi, HCS News Force.